guy, inshallah, he made it past that. It wasn't so long for him this day. Then there's being asked in front of Allah Azza wa Jalla. And that's a very, very difficult moment. And the hadith describes that someone would be called by his name and the name of his parents. So the angels, there will be billions of people. How will the angels know that Allah called you, or you're the one called by name? Even though everyone's already there and standing and scared, scholars say this person will be so terrified when they're called that the angel will know for sure it's him. He's so terrified. And they bring you in front of Allah. They'll ask you about every detail. The guy made it past this stage. You see what's going on here? Then there's the sirat, the bridge. This bridge is suspended over the hellfire. And right now, if I got you a thick rope like this, and I tied it there to here, and it's just only this high off the ground, I told you to walk over it, it'll be such a difficult thing for you. This thick rope, yeah? We can give you a pole and still be difficult. This sirat, this bridge, the Prophet described, it's sharper than a sword. It's very sharp. And it's thinner than a human hair. Thinner than a hair, you have to cross it. Sharper than a sword. And it's as if Allah gave it a mind of its own. And it's craftier than a fox. And it's suspended, not a few feet off the ground, over the hellfire. And if you fall off of it, it's 500 years of falling. Imagine falling for 500 years. It's a 500-year drop over the hellfire. People have to cross the sirat. This guy made it. He crossed the sirat, because when he crossed the sirat, the other side, the gates of Jannah. He made it past all these stages. He did all these great good deeds, all these acts of worship. And now he's in front of the gates of Jannah. You just have to open a door. And his bad manners threw him back into the hellfire. Do you see how serious good manners are in Islam? Do you see how serious bad manners are in Islam? Absolutely, absolutely important topic. Do not be one of those people who walk around thinking, I'll be good with Allah and bad with people. Don't be one of those people. Don't be that rude guy in the community. Don't be that sister who's always backbiting, even though she can say it to her face. Don't be the person who's always critiquing what this person is doing, what that person is doing. Plus, tell you some other news piece of information. For the most part, especially if you're a young person, it's not your job. Allah saved you from that. From saying, this person is deviant, this person is strange, this person is weird, he's ugly. It's not your job. The scholars do that. So just stay away from it. Alhamdulillah. Isn't that a great relief that it's not your job? But now, not 17 years old, think it's their job to tell the ummah who's who. Okay, who made you boss? I don't remember this part. Yeah? Okay. So now we know it's serious business. Egyptians. Come on, Egyptians in the audience, say something. African Americans. I love African Americans. I love them. They're great people. They always react well. And one thing I miss when I leave America is I miss African American people. And sometimes I go to the UK, right, and I see a black guy coming up to me in the masjid. Maybe he's a brother. You know what I mean? Not a brother, but a brother. See, a brother is your brother in the religion. A brother is a cool black person. So I mean, maybe he's a brother, you know? And he comes up to me, he looks like a brother, walks like a brother, and says, hello. I'm like, oh, man. Just ruined it. Alright, how much time do I have? I can start with some wrap. Okay, fantastic. Let's wrap it up then. Look, a number of things for good manners. Alright? Number one, you're constantly well-mannered. That's the deal we're going to make from now on, right? Inshallah? Excellent. And we're going to try now from now until the grave, always have the best manners. People think that means if someone's nice, be nice. If they're nasty, let them have it. That's not what it means. How do we know that? Allah tells us in the Quran. He's describing the Ibad al-Rahman, the servants of Allah. He's describing the believers. And he says, وَإِذَا خَاطَبَهُمُ الْجَاهِلُونَ قَالُوا سَلَامًا. So when the ignorant address them, they respond with gentle words, with words of peace, peaceful words. So there's no rule that says if it's a Muslim brother in Oslo, I'll be sweet to him. If it's just some guy on the bus, I'll let him have it. No. So number one, it's a constant thing. Whether the other guy is well-mannered or bad-mannered, you stay good-mannered. Because what happens, and this is the second point, is that it's human nature where we reciprocate. If someone does something or speaks to you in a way, you reciprocate and you respond in the same way. I always give the example, if someone comes to your home, let's say your child is sleeping, so you want them to whisper, but you don't want to say, can you whisper? So how can you get them to whisper? Fantastic. You start whispering and they'll whisper. Yeah? If you don't believe me, experiment with this. Just bring someone over and just start whispering, and they'll tell you, why are you whispering? Because we reciprocate. And if you start yelling at someone, even if they had a fantastic morning, they will start yelling immediately. Yeah? If you want to be crazy, just go in the morning, go to a park and just find someone sitting and just start yelling at them. Then they're going to start yelling, and then you can just ask them, why are you yelling? And I said, because you're yelling. I said, because I'm yelling, you have to yell? And they'll be like, oh, you're right, I don't have to yell because you're yelling. But people reciprocate. So when people come at you with bad manners, don't reciprocate. Don't respond to them with bad manners. You know, and this is a joke, yeah? So this husband and wife, they fight a lot. But the wife, she remains calm. So one day they're at peacetime. So he asked his wife, he said, when we fight and stuff, you remain very calm. How do you stay calm? She says, usually after we fight, I just go and I clean the toilet. And I stay calm. He said, how does cleaning the toilet keep you calm? She said, I clean it with your toothbrush. So, they tell you this guy, he's married, and they don't have any children. It's just him and his wife living at home. One day he comes home with a cat. So he comes home with a cat, and he says, you see the small gorilla? His wife says, that's not a gorilla, it's a cat. He said, I wasn't talking to you. Alright people, let's be nice now. Let's stop this stuff. Look, you're going to try to do the best you can. You're going to try to be well-mannered, but there will be people who want to come and insult, and people want to start problems. There was a companion, and he asked, thank you, I know it's a great There was a companion, and he was, Nabi was talking to him about times of fitan, trials and tribulations, and when Muslims will be fighting with each other. So Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam tells him, Kun Abdullah al-Maqtul, wa la takun Abdullah al-Qatil. Be the servant of Allah that's killed, and do not be the one that's killing. You understand? So if there's time when Muslims are killing each other, be the one that's killed. Don't be the killer. The killer's in trouble on the day of judgment. So now, similarly, we want to advise, be the one that's insulted. Don't be the one that's insulting. It doesn't matter where. Okay? You know what e-thugs are? These are thugs, electronic thugs. On YouTube and on other places, talking and coughing and insulting and yelling. Be the one insulted. Don't ever be the one insulting. Okay? Youth, listen to me carefully. If you think you're insulting people online, you're doing this for the sake of Allah, think again. Don't insult anybody. And if someone makes a mistake, it's not your job anyways, remember? So don't be the one insulting. You'd rather be the one insulted. I'll give you a very nice story that happened to a great scholar. Muslim scholar, his name was Sufyan al-Thawri, rahimahullah. So one day, they told him that some people were insulting him. Some people were sitting around, and they were insulting Sufyan al-Thawri, saying some bad things about him. Now what happens, we know from the hadith now what happens, right? So they basically are giving him, they're assigning him, they're giving him some credit, they're assigning him some of their good deeds. Remember from the hadith? You insult people, you take from their good deeds, and they take from your good deeds. So when these people were sitting and insulting him, what were they doing? They were giving over some of the good deeds to this person. That's why I'll give you a nice piece of advice. Sisters, listen up. If you dislike someone, don't talk bad about them. Because then you're giving them the most beloved thing to you. You understand? You're giving them your good deeds. That's the most beloved thing you'll ever have. And you know, now it's your iPad, and when they're good, you do like good deeds. Okay? Try to protect this little bunch. Yeah? So, if you don't like someone, especially then, don't say anything bad about them, because then you're giving them something you would never give them. You wouldn't give them your iPad in this dunya, right? So why would you give them your good deeds in the next life? So then Sufyan al-Thawri, what he did is he sent these people a bowl of dates with a note. The note said, I have learned, it has come to my attention, that you have assigned to me, and you have given me some of your good deeds. I couldn't find anything to thank you with except this bowl of dates, so please accept it from me. You know something? I want to try that one. Who wants to try that one day? I think that would be amazing. I would love to try that someday. Someone tells me these people are speaking bad about you. Some candy chocolate bars, right? With a note. Thank you for giving me some of your good deeds. This is just a token of my appreciation. You know, I just want to see how silly they'll look while they're eating it. All shy and embarrassed. You know? Yeah. Be the one insulted. Never be the one insulting. Always keep that in front of you. Importance of good manners, importance of good akhlaq. Not lying, not backbiting, not saying nasty things. And sometimes, and generally, sisters are better at this than brothers, you can insult someone without opening your mouth, right, sisters? Those looks, and I call it the up and down scan, you know, like the Terminator. Sisters do that all the time to each other. So she doesn't have to say anything nasty, she can kill her just by looking at her. So she'll come and flip her, she'll do this, she'll go up and down thing. Right? Does that mean it's true, or what does that mean? Yes, we do that. Alright. Okay, guys. We're going to stop here, inshallah. Right? Always remember the importance of good akhlaq. It's part of who you are all the time. Not when you're in a good mood, not when you wake up happy. I'll tell you something strange people say. People say this, and when they say it, like, this is weird. They'll say things like, oh, I'm very calm, unless someone provokes me. And unless someone does something to me, I'm very calm. Habib, I think that's the majority of the world. Okay? I mean, nobody wakes up in the morning, wants to bring things. Everyone is calm unless provoked. It doesn't mean you're a calm person now. The calm person is calm even after they're provoked. True or false? That's a calm person. I mean, yeah, when I'm walking down the street and the birds are singing and the sun is out, everyone's having a good time. And everyone's a good Muslim when the weather is great. But then when things go bad, that's when we discover. Right? That's when we discover. So inshallah, always remember the importance of good manners. Remember this guy with a pile, a mountain of good deeds. And he got it by thinking, hey, I just need to do my worship. I'm good with Allah. I don't need to be good with people. That's why one of the scholars, and I promise this will be the last thing, he said that to meet Allah with 70 offenses against Allah, okay, is better than to meet Him with one offense against someone else. You understand? Because Allah is forgiving. And Allah forgives, and then you go to Jannah. But if someone stands between you and Jannah, and that didn't happen, then someone will come, and there's so many ahadith that show you mercy, the mercy of Allah, some wonderful ahadith. But someone will come and say, Allah, this person did this wrong thing to me. So, and I don't accept. I want, qisas, or I want, justice right now. So then, you'll take from the person's good deeds, and if they have none, they will take from your bad deeds. So now you have less bad deeds. Good for you, right? But sometimes, and this is sometimes, so don't be bad to people and hope you will fit under this category. Sometimes Allah, out of His mercy, Allah will ask the servant to say, and Allah will basically ask the servant to forgive the other person. Why don't you forgive him? You will get this, I'll give you that. So beautiful, isn't it? That Allah is interceding on your behalf, telling the person to let you go, to forgive you. But you see the seriousness. Allah could have said, no, I leave him. But Allah is asking that person to forgive you. So that's how it works. Because Allah could have said, look, that he will go to Jannah, even though you're not happy. No. Allah is getting you to forgive the other person. You understand what I'm saying? It's very, very serious. Do not offend people. Be the one offended. And I said it was the last thing, but I lied. The last thing is the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ who said, the one who mixes and mingles with people, he interacts with people, and he's patient for the harm they inflict. Which means, naturally, when you interact with people in the community, and even in the masjid, some people might inflict some harm, say some bad things to you, not give you the benefit of the doubt, backbite, do something nasty to you. But the Prophet said the one who mingles and mixes with people, and he's patient upon the harm they inflict, is better than the one who mingles with them and he's not patient upon the harm that they inflict. Alright? So, Jazakumullah khair for being an excellent and attentive audience.